Business and Bourbon.
From Business and Bourbon, I am Ronell Richards, and this is Day Drinking, your daily dose of business motivation, inspiration, and education. A bite-sized version of Business and Bourbon wisdom to help you on your journey to personal and professional success. Happy Monday, people. Welcome to a new week, a new reality. Let me take you back in history just a little bit. Because one of the things I find so interesting is that there's nothing really new under the sun, right? You guys have probably heard this. Nothing new under the sun. What is being done now has already been done. You know, a lot of times we get so caught up in what's going on right now that we think that we make things worse than they are. We feel like this is the worst that it is, or this is unprecedented. And hey, we've got this global media that helps to enhance that. Don't get me wrong. But I want to take you guys on a little trip back in time. I want to take you on a trip back to the 1940s and remind you of what it really means to have a new reality and to survive and evolve. Because keep in mind, the reason that all of you are listening to this and even in existence today is because someone had to survive and evolve. Okay. So let's go back to the 40s, World War II. The United States sent roughly 16 million soldiers overseas. 16 million. Think about that. Of that 16 million, 400 to 500,000 fatalities. Fatalities. Okay, I'm not talking about the ones that came back and were missing legs or were unable to contribute to society anymore. Mental trauma, all of those things. Who knows what those numbers are? I'm just giving you those baseline numbers, right? Here's what came of that, though. Something beautiful happened in the midst of all of this just tragedy, right? What happened is roughly 6 million women entered the workforce that were never in the workforce prior to, doing jobs that they were never even allowed to do prior to support the war effort, right? It changed our country. It changed how we viewed women's work forever. Now, that said, we got more work to do. That didn't change everything overnight. But prior to that, these women were housewives, and that was all they were looked at as being able to do. Which, for the record, that's a pretty worthy job too. Let me tell you something. That's raising our children, whether it be men, women, whoever's doing it. That there's nothing that's more important to me. Anyway, while that's important, we shouldn't be limited to just that. So I want you guys again to visualize what it was like back then and now bring that to where we are right now. The point that I want to make is that we have a new normal today. Okay, accept it. You got punched in the gut 2 weeks ago. You didn't expect all this stuff. Now it's done. Let's move forward. Now it's time to pick yourself up, create a new routine, find the opportunity in all of this chaos and move forward. Why? Because that is what we do. That is what we have always done. That is the reason why you exist today, because many people did just that. So let's be inspired by those brave, entrepreneur-minded folks from the 40s when we had to deal with World War II that had a new normal that's way more intense than ours. And they responded to that. And our world was forever changed in positive ways. And we're all better for it today. So think about that as you start your Monday, you start your week. You've got a new normal. Let's accept it. Let's make it happen. Make the changes. No one cares anymore. Let's not talk about what has happened to us. We're not victims. We are victors. Let's take control of this narrative. Let's take control of this situation. Understand you have a new normal and put things in place to adjust to it so that you can thrive. Guys, thanks again for listening. As always, have a fantastic week. Let's go make something happen. Thank you for listening to Day Drinking by Business and Bourbon. If you enjoyed our show, you can support it by rating us 5 stars and reviewing on Apple or your favorite podcast platform. Hey, I'd also like to invite you to join our movement to combat entrepreneur porn. You can do that by signing up for a free membership on the Business and Bourbon Network. You'll have access to exclusive content and forums where you can collaborate and uncover new business opportunities, jobs, investors, and further your business education. You can sign up at businessandbourbon.net. Again, that's businessandbourbon.net. Thank you for listening, and remember, your success is based on the little things you do each day, not the massive actions. Go out and execute the little things with discipline and consistency, and you'll be a winner in life and business.